Hi, my name is Donna Swanson, and this is my video about Chapter 4. I really like Chapter 4 and the concept of recognition. I feel like I can relate to that both. Well, I have a long work history, so from the perspective of being an employee and then eventually being promoted to a manager, I know firsthand how important it is for employees to be recognized for their efforts and how critical that is versus feeling invisible, going to work every day and feeling like no one sees what you're doing or the contribution that you're making. So um, I really like the article from Forbes, which laid out some ideas on showing recognition to your employees. I wish every company had to go through some kind of training or institute those policies, because it's kind of like the guy said in the video that we watched the TED Talk about. I think that recognition is more important than, and I know there are studies about this, more important than money or lunch with the boss or, sales prizes. Just in general, I think daily recognition makes a big difference. Another concept that was interesting to me was the ladder of moving up and down the ladder from somebody to nobody, and that it's a continuum, because I feel like I've mostly been on the wrong place on the ladder. Because when I was young and my friends were in college, I was working, I was a secretary. They started getting great jobs, and then I was being promoted, but in an administrative role. And so I understand what that's like. Forever to be the person who, that get asked the question, well, where'd you go to school, or what do you do for a living? And my answer just not being, or feeling like my answer isn't really valued in terms of the societal expectation of where people are supposed to be at a certain point in their lives. So I really appreciate the concept of feeling connected, and using Maslow's hierarchy as a discussion point for that, because having people in our lives, and whether it's friends or family or people at work who, or your kids or your parents, whatever, who appreciate you as a person and value you, is critical, I think, to someone's mental health, as we talked about in the chapter. So anyway, there's a lot to think about, and I thought it was a really great chapter. And so thanks for listening.